Fernando, welcome back here in Le Mans because you were there 2014. You were the starter of this race. What does it mean for you to race here in Le Mans?
Well, definitely, I'm extremely happy to be back here, but this time on the racing seat and not anymore just waving the flag. You know, I wanted to be on those cars, and now finally I have this opportunity. So, yeah, I can't wait for June 17th to be on the car, and now we start with this test session, and will be the first time on track, and yeah, definitely I will be enjoying every single second of this fair practice.
Driving here for Toyota, the favorites of this race, does it feel something special for you?
Well, I think it's a race that is quite tough and quite hard by itself, and Toyota has been trying for many years to succeed in this race, and you know, it was very close in a couple of times, but not succeed yet. And I think it's a challenge, you know, for all of us in the team, you know, to race against Le Mans. You know, it's not only the competitors; it's just a personal thing, you know, against this iconic race. And you know, we are, I think, as prepared as we could over the winter and simulator sessions and things like that. And hopefully, this time is the good one.
So you spoke about the track. You discovered it with your bike. It's rather long. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it definitely was long lap to what I'm used to, and not only that, it was open to road cars. So I was a little bit surprised when yesterday they said we will take the bicycles and go around the track. I was prepared to look at the track and do the normal inspections. And at one point we were in the middle of on the normal road in the roundabouts and taking care of the traffic. So yeah, I forgot for one moment that the track is open for normal day life. So yeah, it was interesting. It was long. It is obviously different than simulator and different that you expect. So definitely it will feel very special to be on the car and racing.
What is your favorite driver or team of this long history of Le Mans? Do you have one?
Difficult to tell. I think in such an iconic race, you have iconic cars that are part of history in motorsport, like some of the Porsche cars that they won here. They dominate here in some of the editions. Obviously, you have Christensen, you know, winning so many Le Mans and you know, being part of history also motorsport. I have one of my best friends, Antonio Garcia, that is racing in GT and won Le Mans 3 times. So definitely there are some links, you know, for me between Le Mans and some of names and cars, etc. And hopefully, you know, in a couple of years' time, I can, you know, be a little bit more precise and hopefully have a good relationship with this race, you know, for me in the future.
Regarding memories personally, you raced here with an old Ferrari in 2014. What does it feel for you? What did it feel for you?
Yeah, it was a strange lap. You know, it was one lap with an old Ferrari, and it was a fun car, definitely. But I mean, it was tricky. I didn't know the circuit at that time. I never drove in the simulator or anything, so I remember just only going out of the pit lane and didn't know where to go. You know, I knew that, you know, there were some corners happening, but then these long straights, I didn't know that they were so long, and obviously there are no grandstands on those long straights. So I was not 100% sure that I was in the actual track. Or I take a escape road and I was driving along somewhere. So yeah, I don't have a good memory of that lap, and I will enjoy a little bit more now.
I can imagine. We know that endurance racing is, of course, driving with teammates. Do you have some advice for them, or do they have some advice for you?
Normally they have more advices for me than what I can say right now. You know, I have no experience, so I try to listen to everyone in the team. We have Alex also helping us. He won here, and I think it's a great experience that he can give to us. And yeah, so far has been great. I think with Katsuki, with Sebastian, you know, the experience they have, and also the team, you know, is very well prepared, and all the engineers, the mechanics, you know, all the staff has a lot of experience in endurance racing. So you know, I try to learn from everyone.
So as a Formula One driver, double title winner, of course, you are with some ex-Formula One drivers here. So it seems that you can know some other drivers. How does it feel for you to be with those guys that you raced in Formula One?
Yeah, definitely. I have a lot of familiar faces here. Not only some of the Spaniards that they are racing here, and Antonio especially, but yeah, there are you know, Seb racing in Formula One, Katsuki, Kamui, Bernie, and of course Jenson Button and Montoya, which we are all three rookies, and we will try to enjoy time like we did in the past in F1.
So in endurance, you always have to be focused because you can jump in the car basically at every time. Do you have a specific preparation for that?
Yeah, I think we are quite strict on the preparation, and the team has enough experience to know what we need to do. But yeah, we try to be ready anytime to jump in the car. Any things that may happen, any unpredictable situation or safety car or things that may change the plan. And obviously in the 24-hour we have our relaxed time, our sleeping time, you know, in terms of getting a little bit quiet and dark and switch off from the race. Obviously food, drink, you know, there are quite strict things we need to follow, but as I said, you know, we put our trust in the team, and they know what to do.
So regarding the driving time, so you race day, night as well. You did that in Formula One, but with lights. Here, it's something different. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, definitely it's different, and it's challenging. You know, driving at night is different. Your reference points are not anymore there. Maybe you are looking at the grandstand, the trees or something, they are not there anymore. So you need to focus a little bit on the road. And not only that, there are traffic that obviously they are moving a little bit, sometimes unexpected. So yeah, we did some tests obviously at night time in Portimao, in Aragon over the winter, and I think those circuits are a little bit less illuminated than this one. So hopefully it is a little bit easier.
You talked about traffic, of course. Are you prepared? So overtaking other drivers, do you plan something to do that?
Yeah, I think it just comes with experience. You know, it was the same thing in Spa. You know, the first runs you do there, you try to judge, you know, what the speed difference are between the cars, and you try to anticipate some of the maneuvers you will do. So if you see a car in front of you 200 meters, you know that, you know, may happen in the next corner or in 2 corners time, the maneuvers. So I think here it will be important, the test session. So this weekend is crucial to get that information, that feedback, and that judgment that you will use in the race in 2 weeks' time.